Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, I am going to be doing the completed pages and whips for the month of December. I'm going to apologize for my voice. I am sick right now, but I wanted to make sure that I got this out to you guys. So first we're going to start with some whips. I have a couple of PDF whips. The first one I did on a weekend whip recently, actually, and I colored this little cute illustration here, but I still have the whole page to go. So So I'm considering this a whip, plus there are, since this was an advent calendar, there are 24 more days to color. So I probably won't be getting that done, but I did get this one little one done, and I thought she turned out cute. This one I still am going to be working on. This is a really beautiful page, and I have started adding the green in the hair. This is all messy right now, but I'll be cleaning that up. And then I have my colors for the skin to finish that down here. But I'm hoping to finish that one up, hopefully before the end of the year, but we'll see. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, my voice is back. That's nice. Okay, so next I have a couple of little card things that I colored. I had made this wreath on a video one time, I don't know when it was, in the fall, I think. It's a wreath meant for, it's a stencil that you can make a wreath, and it's meant for fall, but I used the Christmas colors and I thought it turned out cute, so then I added a little reindeer in there, and I didn't get that put on a card, but I really think that's cute. And here are a couple other things that I colored to use on cards, but of course didn't get it done. So there is a cute little house and this cute little sleigh full of the most adorable animals. And I really like this one. I want to color this too, just because I think it's cute. And then I did this one. So this is a completed PDF. This is from, I want to say, Colored Caramel? Caramel something. I'll put it on screen because I can't remember what it is. But I got a whole book. It's all these cute kawaii characters. And I put lots of stickles on this and just used alcohol markers to do this page. Yeah, I just thought it turned out cute. So there's that one. And then I also did this PDF. So I did get this advent calendar done. This one was in my 12 Days of Coloring Christmas video series. And I had a specific color palette that I had to use and try to make it look Christmassy still. And I think it turned out okay. It's not my favorite. The orange just throws me off, but I think I did a decent enough job of kind of blending things in. So hopefully that looks okay. All right, and then I have a couple of not PDFs, but whips from my books. So this one is still not finished. It's really close. I just have to finish her dress and her snowflakes, shade on this side of the page and down here, and then finish these snowflakes. But so far, it's really cool. I like it a lot. I think it's going to be really pretty when it's done. So hopefully that will get finished. This one is staying in my to work on pile for sure, because I can finish this next month and it'll still be seasonally appropriate. Not that you can't color it, any other season, but sometimes my brain kind of gets in a funk that way. So then I also have this one from Mythographic Voyage, which I started. This just has an alcohol marker base on it. And I just really wanted some kind of Christmassy colors, and gears and stuff are not my favorite thing to color, so I'm gonna have to kind of use some references and see what I can do with those. They probably won't be the most realistic gears because it'll just drive me crazy trying to do that, but I like the way that this page is looking so far. So there is that one from Mythographic Voyage. Now on to the finished pages. So this is from A Million Christmas Cats by John Bigwood. I did this one. So this one's finished, and I started this side, but I haven't finished that side yet. But I've got this guy finished. This was a buddy color with bubble coloring. I'm so sorry. I will definitely put the screen, or their YouTube and Instagram name on screen, so that you guys can see. And I will also share a picture of their page. I love the purple that they used and the stencil. I think it looks really cool. On mine, I used Inktense, and then I did some white Posca, added in some gel pens, some sparkly gel pens, and I went a little crazy with my Inktense around the outside. So I just started adding greenery in there to hopefully kind of make it look like it was done on purpose. But yeah, so there is that layout. The next one is more cats, Christmas cats. This one is one that I've had for a couple years and I had never colored in, and I finally did this year. I colored this one. This one was another one from my 12 days of coloring Christmas. I really like the way that this turned out. It was super frustrating to do while I was doing it. I couldn't figure out what colors I wanted things to be. But I think in the end it turned out pretty cool. I'm hoping you guys can see all that sparkle and shine. I have gold and silver Sparkle Pop pen scattered around. Silver? No silver, just gold. Gold Sparkle Pop pen, a red gel pen, sparkly gel pen, and a clear. And then I have some yellow stickles on the candle flame. And then I used alcohol markers as a base for a lot of it, and then did some shading. And just really like the way that it looks. So I'll give you a little bit of a close-up version. I like the kitty cat's face. But yeah, I thought it turned out cool. So now doing another one of these is going to be tricky for me, but because I did get so frustrated. But I have a couple of her books in this style, so I do want to color more in these. But so that is from Christmas Cats by Marjorie Sarnett. This one is Entangled Christmas by Angela Porter. This is one that I just kind of decided to pick a weird random color palette and just went to town. Yeah, I don't really know what was happening here, but it's colored and it's finished. And there you go. And that was a first page in this book, so that's awesome. I have I've got some metallic watercolor on here. I have a little bit of Sparkle Pop pen, a little bit of stickles on the wreath. Yeah, that's that. So that is from Entangled Christmas. Next is in Home for the Holidays. We'll start with this one. So I did this one, and this is I was very concerned about how this was going to turn out, but I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Some of the red is a little jarring to me. I feel like it shouldn't be quite so poppy, but I don't know. I like my little dog. I like how that turned out. And the little gnome. I think that's cute too. But so that is that one. And then I also did this one, which was one of the pages from my 12 Days of Coloring Christmas. And really like the way that one turned out. Again, both of these I think were done with some... Nope, I used water-based markers on this one instead of alcohol markers. And on this one I did use some alcohol markers. Yeah, mostly alcohol markers actually. And then added some stickles here and there. So again, hoping you can see some of the sparkle and shine goodness. Yeah, this one I really liked. I was very pleased with that one. Really like the color palette that I settled on for that one. So there are those two. I did start this one as well, but I didn't get back to that one. I really had an idea of like silver and blue and white, but I wasn't sure how to. Once I started, I wasn't sure how to continue that and how to implement it in my head. And I did kind of do a little alcohol marker base on a couple other pages. Alcohol markers? Alcohol or? Oh no, those are water-based. I think I just had my Crayolas handy, and so I just started coloring things. So yeah, so that is what I did in Home for the Holidays by Teresa Goodrich. This is the last Creative Haven. So this is Enchanted Christmas coloring book, and I did 2 pages in this one as well. So I did this one. This is my Pink Santa. This is one of the pages for my 12 Days of Coloring Christmas again. And again, I used kind of an off palette. You know, you still got your red tone and your greens, but then I got purples in here and some like grayish silver colors. Just really like the way that this one turned out. And it was really cool because on Instagram, Phaedra, who is just a phenomenally talented colorist, also colored this page, also did a pink Santa. Our pages are slightly different, but really like how great minds think alike, right? So yeah, so that is that page. And then the other one I did was this one. This one was a buddy color with Megan from Disney Meg's Coloring, and I will put her image up on screen here. I really like the fact that our pages are so similar. Mine might actually, because she got hers done at the beginning of the month, and I didn't get mine done until just recently. So I might have, I don't know if I borrowed, like consciously borrowed. I didn't consciously borrow the colors, but I could have, because I know that I'd seen her page before I finished mine. So I don't know. That might be why they're similar, but I don't know. We both did white owls. We both did green with our lettering and red for our ribbons. But yeah, my fox is a little lighter. My squirrel's a different color. And then I've got more blues kind of in my snow and stuff. But yeah, I used a few alcohol markers on the tree and the banners and the squirrel and the fox. And then oh yeah, and then on the leaves. And then just did a bunch of shading. Added like little shadow leaves behind some of the leaves there. And then added some stickles. And yeah, I thought that turned out really cute. I like this one a lot. This is my favorite book. I wish I could have colored more pictures in this book. It's just looking at these pages makes me happy. So yeah, so that's that one from Enchanted Christmas. Okay, then we get into a couple Camellia Angel Cova pages. I did one in Christmas Mandalas. I did this beautiful page. This one was totally inspired by an image I saw on Pinterest where there was an ornament that looked almost exactly like this, but it was in these colors. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll try an orange ornament page. And so I had to find the right green to kind of go with that. But I really like this darker green that I ended up going with. Yeah, and then I added a bunch of stickles. And then the insides of all of these snowflakes around the outside have some sparkles on them. And there's a metallic pen around each of the circles. Added in some greenery around the outside. Just really like the way that one turned out too. I think it's cool. So yeah, there's that one. And that is from Christmas Mandalas. I also did one in 50 Christmas miniatures. This one was so cute. This one was, again, another one in my 12 Days of Coloring Christmas. I did a stencil background. I taped off this area, did some inking, added some stencils, and then colored in these items. I did use a couple of alcohol markers on the penguins and then some shading with my colored pencils, and then I added in some gold stickles. So I have some gold on the star, on the ornament tops, and then on the ribbon on the present. But I thought those guys turned out really cute. So that is another one. I think that's my first one done in this book. Pretty sure, because this was new last year and I didn't get anything colored in it. Yep, so that's the first one I've done in here. That's really cute. So that is 50 winter miniatures. Then from 50 Wintertime Mandalas, I did, nope, not that one. I did this one. Again, another one for my 12 Days of Coloring Christmas. I did main colors, I think, in alcohol markers. Yep. Added in some shading, added in a whole bunch of greenery around the outside and behind this initial wreath, and then added in some stickles, used some gold sparkle pop pen on the edges of the flowers and these holly leaves. Just really like the way that turned out. I think this is such a pretty one. Yeah, really like that. So there you go. That is from 50 Wintertime Mandalas. almost done, guys. Next one is from Christmas by Tatiana Bogema-Stolova. I do have one finished. Yes. I finished this one, which is one I had started, gosh, a while ago. And then I worked on it a little bit on a weekend whip. And then, yeah, and then just finished it up. I like the way that that turned out. I used a stamp on the pot to make that pattern and used alcohol markers to color things in. I had done the snow a long time ago for like a how I color snow video. I used some sparkle pop pen. I've got some gold here and there, some silver, a little bit of like a black gel pen, sparkly gel pen on the lines for the Christmas wire. Yeah, just thought it turned out pretty cute. Then I started this one again with just a random color palette, but I don't hate the way that's going. This orangey yellow was throwing me off a little bit, but I hate the rest of it. Like, it's definitely not a Christmas color palette, but I think that it'll be okay. Like, once I finish these guys up and do a little bit of work in the background, I think it's going to be pretty cute. And then I also did the little guy in the front on the title page. I did that all with alcohol markers. And I thought he turned out pretty cute. So there we go. That is from Christmas. And then last but not least, I did one in Daydreams, which is my only book on my to finish eventually list that I got to color in this month. And I did this page. I love the way that this one turned out. I did, again, this was another one for my 12 Days of Coloring Christmas. I did have a little bit of a scare with this one. I had used this Bleed-Proof White Dr. P.H. Martin's watercolor, I think it is. And I had, it covered up the water-based marker that I had used on here beautifully. It did not bleed through. And then I started to put some stickles on top of it, and it was pulling that color through to the top. So I had to stop doing that. I wiped it off. I reapplied the Dr. P.H. Martin's white, and I think that I saved it. So I was so scared that I had ruined it. I love this color palette. This was another one that was inspired by an image I saw on Pinterest. I don't typically do like a dark green sky. I don't know why that called to me so much, but I really like that. I have some little snowflake stamps that I did in the background. I used a mix of Inktense and Neocolors on the background. I used some water-based markers as a base for all the houses, a metallic on this roof and this roof. And then I also drew in little wreaths on the doors and like, whatever those, it's not vines, what are they called? Garlands, goodness. Garlands over the doorway. Here's one here. There's a couple like stretching between the windows here. Just kind of had fun thinking of different ways that I could decorate the houses. These little wreaths turned out so cute, and they were so easy to make. And there's a whole video on those, so if you're interested in seeing how to make those, you can check that out. I do have a little bit of sparkle gel pen on this roof and this roof topper here. I do have a little bit of stickles on all of these mushrooms. Yeah, but I think this one's probably my favorite page of the month. Just because it took me a while to get it finished. This is probably not one I should have done for that 12 days because it's a little more complicated page, but I do really like the end result. So that is all for me today. I did a bunch of other tags and cards, but of course those are all gone because it's after Christmas and I used all of them. So yeah, basically, this is all I have left to show. So that is it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you've had a wonderful year of coloring, and I wish you all the best in the new year. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.